All right, up next is Ilham Farah, and Ilham is going to present some really cool research that she's done on pain and the stigmatization of mental pain in our society. So let's hear it for Ilham.
Pain is cold, lonely, hungry, devouring, bitter, numbing, cutting, sheer, piercing, neon, heartbreaking, guilty, angry, silent, bloody, disrespectful, secret, shameful, timeless, persistent, greedy, broken, addictive, scary. But most importantly, pain is alive. Today I'd like to talk to you about pain. I don't want to talk about physical pain, but about mental pain. Mental pain is not being sad or feeling down. Mental pain is hurting so much to the point where one is paralyzed. In the past few years of my life, I came to the realization that mental pain is very much stigmatized in our society. For example, when someone breaks a leg, their automatic response would be to go to the hospital, get a cast or whatever medicine they might need. But when it comes to mental pain, it's a lot more complicated. People take longer to realize that they're in pain, and they take even longer to go seek help, and that's if they ever do. That is not because we don't have help out there. That is not because we don't have professionals, psychiatrists and therapists that can help us. This reticence is due to the stigma that the word pain carries in our society. For someone to acknowledge and say, I am in mental pain, maybe, just maybe, I have a mental disease. It takes a lot of bravery, and it takes understanding that pain is a natural feeling. Professor Alan Fojo, a professor of psychology at the University of Utah, found this research where it states that both mental pain and physical pain come from the same parts in our brain. Meaning, when we break a leg and have a depression, the same part in our brain is activated. Also, mental pain and physical pain are interrelated. When someone breaks a leg, they're most probably going to be sad or angry that they did so. And when someone has a depression, there usually is physical repercussions of it, such as extreme tiredness or simply losing their appetite. How is it possible that in our society, physical pain is acceptable, but not mental pain? I came to the conclusion that mental pain is scary because it can't be seen. It is not invisible. It just easily cannot be seen. When someone breaks the legs, it's very easy for people around to see what's going on and to understand that they're in pain. But when someone is going through mental pain, for example, a depression, it's a lot harder for people around to understand that the person is suffering since there's no physical evidence of it. In the wild, animals tend to hide their weaknesses for survival purposes. I think we've kept that from ancient times. Because mental pain is stigmatized in our society, we tend to hide it. Pain in general is due to many, many different reasons, whether it is physical or mental. Someone can have a very bad car accident and simply fall out of their beds and still feel the same pain. Same applies for psychological pain. Someone can experience the death of someone that they care about, and they can simply go through a bad breakup and they can still feel the same amount of pain. We are all different, and therefore we have different pain spectrums within us. Comparing pains doesn't help any of the parties. Judging someone else's pain as minor will not relieve yours. Mental pain is so stigmatized in our society to the point where it is related with words such as weak or ungrateful inter alia. Our society became so happiness-driven that we forget that pain is a natural feeling. We all try to fit into this big, happy picture that society wants us to fit in.
Good morning, everybody! This is June. And
it's just not possible.
This
Economically
is
speaking,
Kelly, and we are your co-hosts.
Economically speaking, everything has a price, whether it's physical or abstract. So when you make a decision, there is a price of it. Happiness, just like pain, is a side effect of life. Those are the prices that we pay to live and to be alive. My finance teacher, Professor Sadeh, said something in class that I found very interesting. She said that in a relationship, the partners should have a negative correlation when it came to their occupations, meaning, when in case of a recession, they would still be fine. If one of them is in the real estate market and the other one is in the agricultural market, the chances of a recession touching both of them are very small. That pushed me to think about myself and about everyone's self, really. And I think in a person there should be a negative correlation between happiness and pain. We are encouraged to feel happiness, to live the feeling, to enjoy all the moments, but not with pain. That is the reason why pain can be so devastating. We are just not prepared for it. We should be encouraged to cry and scream and live pain just as much as we live happiness. Emotions pass and they go through. The reason why I think we should have this negative correlation within us is that in case of recession, which is pain, we're going to be fine because we know how to handle it and how to control it. But in case of great profit, which would be happiness, then we can just enjoy it. Last semester, I didn't find myself with a broken leg, but with a broken soul. It took me a very long time to realize that I was not simply sad, I was in pure pain. When I finally went to see a professional, I got diagnosed with depression. To be more specific, I had a major depressive episode. Me, a young, independent, educated woman, found myself petrified by those words. The word weak kept resonating in my head, and the terms extensive therapy and medicine meant that I could not do it on my own, that I had failed. I found myself smiling through my depression. I was in deep need of help, of someone that knew what was going on and that could help me at that specific time, because it was true. At that time, I was weak and I could not do it on my own. The thing is, when I look back, I realized that I was not weak, I was sick. There are some things that we're not meant to deal with on our own. We have professionals for that. We have educated people that have been trained to help others in mental pain. I am a college student, as most of you in this room, and I am sure I am not the only one that has experienced acute mental pain. This time of our life is filled with great laughter and loads of work, rising opportunities, and responsibilities. And sometimes we have to remember that it is okay not to feel okay. A very popular song states that even the best fall sometimes. My theory is that the best are the ones that have fallen, the ones that have acknowledged that pain is a natural feeling that is okay to feel. Young people go to college to be better, to have new experiences, and to learn new things. Then learn this. Pain is a natural feeling. Pain only makes you weak if you hide it. And pain is and will be part of our lives. Learn how to accept it, admit it, and live it. And you'd have done most than what people would ever dream of. You would have peace. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Ilham. That was awesome.